I'm Dr. Irina with Transformational Health Systems. And tonight, the guest in our studio is DJ Geisler.
Hi.
Our good friend, my personal good friend, and an amazing human being. DJ went through several, many life transformations. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's a professional, and she's a 4-time cancer survivor. She wrote a wonderful book, Let's Put an End to Cancer. You can find out more about that book and get it at her website, www.letsputandendtocancer.com. And I highly recommend you do that, because you will learn something that may change your life and life of your loved ones. Anyway, tonight we are talking about transformations. And my first question to DJ would be, when you go through those major transformations in your life, what are the most important things to remember?
I think one of the most important things is that you have to keep it simple. Because if you don't keep it simple, number one, when you're going through that, you're not feeling good. If you don't keep it simple, you're not going to stick with it.
Well, not many people follow through if there is something difficult.
Right. If you're taking 50 pills, vitamins, whatever it may be, it's not a lifetime thing. It's not something that you're going to stay with for a lifetime. So you have to find what's going to make you healthy in a very simplistic way. And that's what I wanted to do. I didn't start out that way, obviously.
Well, as far as I know, you actually went the conventional route in the beginning.
I did. I did radiation. I did chemo. I tried to do it holistically. That was the first time I came in contact with a book by Hilda Clark about doing things holistically. So I tried to do it all.
So Hilda Clark book was actually your first introduction to holistic way of doing things?
But I also did radiation and chemo because I was scared. But as time went on, with each bout of cancer, I tried to do more and more holistic ways. Until finally, with the last breast cancer, bone cancer, I was really finished with doing it the conventional way. I really wanted to do it all holistic.
Do you still think that conventional therapies did some damage to the system?
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a hard road to retrace, to try to find health after that. And it's trial and error because there's not a lot of information. At the beginning, when I first started out, there wasn't a lot of information out there. We didn't have computers.
That was when? That was year...
30 years ago.
Ooh.
And so we didn't have computers. We couldn't just Google it in. We had to find books and then try to find a health food store that would carry the things. And you didn't have the support groups that you have today. So it was very difficult.
So even though we have more cancer today than we had 30 years ago, but we also have more options.
We have much more options. And we have the support. And we have the knowledge that we didn't have. Cancer treatments have not changed since the beginning in 1945, when they first began treating cancer with radiation, chemotherapy, and surgery. It hasn't changed. The cocktails may have changed, but the ways of treating them have not. But holistically, it has changed immensely. We know so much more about the body. Things that you went through childhood and through your teen years as a young mother, young wife, those episodes and dealing and not dealing with things, how they affected your health. Putting things on the shelf, sweeping it under the carpet, not dealing with issues, make you sick.
And that's what we do in our emotional life.
Yes,
we put things on the carpet, and we're swiping things, and we pretend that they don't exist.
Yes.
And that all doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Unless you deal with those issues, they stick with you. They stay with you.
Yes.
And after a while, they will bring major incoherency in your system. And cancer is a major incoherency, as we all know.
Yeah.
So when you want to deal with cancer and transform cancer into a healthy tissue, you have to transform your life and your emotions and your belief system to be
Right.
more coherent.
Yeah.
So you need to bring those nasty things up
Out.
and deal with that.
See, when
Is that correct?
we're in that state, we're no longer at ease with ourselves. So we're at what? Dis-ease.
Dis-ease.
And what do we have? We have a disease. It goes hand in hand. So when we become at ease with our body, we're no longer at dis-ease. And it goes away.
Yeah, I've heard from you that you said once that cancer derives a lot from resentment.
Absolutely. There's 4 things. The resentment, the criticism, the guilt, and the fear. But cancer, absolutely resentment. Resentment of things in the past that we don't deal with from childhood. The one thing people do not realize, that we have the right to be loved. We have the right to be loved. The very fact that we're born gives us that right. And who takes that right away from us? Who tells us that we don't have the right to be loved? The people around us.
Our loved ones are
Our
the most
loved
important,
ones.
our role models,
Yes.
the most important people in our lives,
Yeah.
our mothers and our fathers.
Yeah.
You help people in their transformations in professions, in life, in relationships, you name it.
Yeah.
In May of this year, from May 2nd to the 6th, we will be having a Transformational Health System Conference in San Diego, California. DJ Geisler will be one of our main speakers, and you guys can experience firsthand her magic and meet DJ in person. So we invite you to that conference. So come over and meet one of the most amazing transformational health coaches, DJ Geisler. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing with us your wisdom.
Thank you. And I look forward to everyone being at the conference. It's going to be amazing. We're going to cover many of the points in detail that we've already discussed, go into detail the things that we use on a regular basis that you can take home with you, that can help you in your everyday life to help your transformation. Irina and David will be going into detail with the equipment of how it can change your life. So we're looking forward to all of you being there, and mark your dates on your calendar.